job creation, and economic ownership. And African Evaluation Association to mark 25th anniversary in Finfinne. Welcome back. The House of People's Representative has officially approved the appointment of the Deputy Chairperson and several management board members for the Ethiopian National Electoral Board. The approvals came during the 36th regular session of the 6th House, now in its fourth year of its term. Aklilu Gabru.
In its 36th regular session, the House of People's Representatives endorsed Tasfaye Nawai as the new Vice Chairman of National Election Board of Ethiopia, alongside Takliti Messel and Nasim Ali as board members. The appointments were approved by a majority vote. The government whip to the House of People's Representatives, Tasfaye Beljike, in his briefing stated that the appointees are capable of conducting free, fair, and democratic elections in accordance with the Constitution, adding the appointees are not members of any political organization who are capable to ensure credibility of the National Election Board.
All the candidates are not members of any political party, who are highly skilled professionals and have good conduct that enables them to hold national responsibility drawn from different backgrounds to entertain diversity.
Members of the House of People's Representatives said that the previous work experience of the appointees would enable them to accomplish their work impartially.
The appointees are competent enough to conduct free, fair, and democratic election in accordance with the Constitution and election law.
Deputy Speaker of the House of People's Representatives, Lomi Bado, for her part, stated that the appointment of executive board members of the Ethiopian National Election Board was approved by a majority vote in resolution number 10/2017.
Still moving on, Ambassador Dina Mufti, a member of the House of People's Representatives, says Ethiopia's parliamentary diplomacy has made notable progress over the past 4 years, significantly strengthening national relations and safeguarding the nation's strategic interest. Ambassador Dina noted that the House has actively engaged with countries across Africa, Europe, Eastern Europe, Asia, Latin America, and other regions. Girma Magersa has the story.
A member of Foreign Relations and Peace Affairs Standing Committee and chairperson of the European Union's Western Europe and Ethiopian Parliamentary Friendship Team with the House of People's Representatives, Ambassador Dina Mufti said many activities have been carried out through the parliamentary diplomacy in the past 4 years. The ambassador said discussions and exchanges of experiences have been held through parliamentary teams to strengthen relations with countries around the world in the political, economic, social, and security sectors, which has resulted in protecting the country's national interests and strengthening international relations.
የተራመዱ አቋሞች የተደረጉ ግንኙነቶች የተካሄዱ ውይይቶች
Interests reflect discussions made and relations established with parliaments of various countries were means to strengthen partnership. Teams of parliaments from African, Eastern Europe, and Asian countries have come here, and our team has gone to some of these countries. The discussions we made in explaining our national interests and the things that need attention in the region was successful.
Ambassador Dina highlighted that many activities have been carried out in neighboring countries to strengthen regional ties and mutual benefits through parliamentary diplomacy. He said that the countries have also learned from the experience of developing corridors to build modern cities and enhance food self-sufficiency through agriculture and forestry.
በከተሞቻችን በኮሪደር ልማት ደረጃ እየመጡ ያሉ ለውጦችንም
Many of the parliamentary teams have been giving due attention to the corridor development our country is undertaking. They have been appreciating the change observed in the sector. Some of the teams are entrusted to take experience of Ethiopia in this regard.
Ambassador Dina Mufti indicated that the relationship that safeguards the national interests will continue to be strengthened, taking into account the dynamic international politics based on the principles of give and take.
የኃይል አሰላለፍ ለውጦች አሉ
There have been changes in power dynamics. Understanding this, the parliament works on how to maintain Ethiopia's interest. It has been moving with the principle of strengthening the country's relationship with various nations and organizations in the world.
Boosting. Innovative solar rooftop initiative boosting capacity of 100 kilowatt peaks was inaugurated yesterday. Water and Energy Minister Habtamu Itafa inaugurated the first solar project featuring bidirectional smart meters that connect to the grid with a view to serving as a model for enabling families to generate and use their own renewable energy. Lata Teresa.
Stating Ethiopia's strong dedication to harnessing renewable energy and modernizing its national grid, Water and Energy Minister Habtamu Itafa noted that the efforts made in the past 9 months have considerably increased the country's off-grid electricity supply. The actions taken to boost electricity access through solar energy have allowed over 10,000 households to accelerate electricity within the last 9 months, the minister added. According to him, the cutting-edge rooftop system features a capacity of 100 kilowatt peak and is fitted with advanced bidirectional smart meters. This initiative is set to significantly address a portion of the ministry's energy needs with clean sources, serving as a practical example for future projects in both public and commercial sectors throughout the country.
This project was initially developed to serve as a model for educating people about solar energy. It has now reached a significant milestone, and we are inaugurating this impressive project, which is a remarkable success. However, as an institution, the volume of energy generated is still below our demands. By showcasing how the solar energy system operates, it can be a center where valuable lessons can be.
On his part, Water and Energy State Minister Sultan Walid said solar systems have gained significant popularity in Ethiopia, particularly in remote areas. These systems are being implemented not only in the residential settings but also in educational institutions and medical centers, thereby enhancing energy access in communities that previously struggled with reliable power sources. He pointed out that solar energy had previously been employed for the preservation and cooling of fruits and vegetables in the industrial sectors of Oromia and Sidama regions.
This shift towards renewable energy source not only aims to improve crop yields, but also to provide farmers with more sustainable and cost-effective means of accessing water for their fields.
ኢትዮጵያውያን ቢማሩ የወደፊት አመራሮች ቢማሩ ትላንትና በብዙ ሚስ አድርገናል ብዬ ከማስብበት ነገር አንዱ የልብ ወዳጆች ማፍራት ተለመቻል። ዝም ብሎ ለፕሮቶኮል ተገናኝተው የተከበሩ መባባልና ወዳጅ ማፍራት ለየቅል ነው። ዛሬኛ በሁሉም አህጉራት የልብ ወዳጆች አሉ። ሚስጥር የሚያጋሩን ትሬንድ ከኛ ጋር የሚያያዝ ጉዳይ ካዩ ሰው ልከው ይሄ ጉዳይ ያለ አስተውላችኋለሁ የሚሉን መረጃ የሚሰጡን በችግር የሚደግፉን በትጥቅ የሚደግፉን በስልጣና የሚደግፉን የልብ ወዳጆች አሉ። እንደዚህ አይነት ወዳጅነት ሲፈጠር ዲፕሎማሲው ናሽናል ኢንትረስትን እየጠበቀና እያረጋገጠ እንዲሄድ በእጅጉ ያግዛል እና ባለፉት 7 ዓመታት በመካከለኛው ምስራቅ፣ በአውሮፓ፣ በሩቅ ምስራቅ፣ በሰሜን አሜሪካ ጠንካራ ወዳጆች የፈጠርንበት የምናምናቸው የሚያምኑን የምናቃቸው የሚያቆን የምንረዳቸው የሚረዱን ሰዎች የተፈጠሩበት ከብዙዎቹ ጋር በሳምንት 3 እንደ ቅርብ የሥራ ጓደኛ የምንነጋገርበት የምንጻጻፍበት ሚስጥር የምንጋራበት ችግርን የምንጋራበት ሐሳብ የምንጋራበት እጅግ የተሻለና ያደገ የዲፕሎማቲክ አውድ ተፈጥሯል። ይሄ ግን ከብዙ ጉዳይ ጋር ይያያዛል። ልመናን ሳናቋርጥ ምንም ወዳጅ ብንፈጥር የኤክስፖርት አቅማችን አድጎ እዳ መክፈልን ችግር ሳናደርግ ምንም ወዳጅ ብንፈጥር አይዘልቅምና እድገቱን እያረጋገጥን ልመና እያቋረጥን እዳ በደንብ እዳችንን ከፍለን ከእዳ ጣጣ ነፃ ወጥተን ይሄውን ያዝነውን አቋም ከያዝን ግን የኢትዮጵያ የወደፊት የዲፕሎማሲ መድረክ ምንም ጥርጥር የለውም በልኳ ይሆናል። እስካሁን ከልኳ በጣም የወረደ ነው። በመላላክ የሰራናቸው ስራዎች አሉ፣ ግን እንደ ሀገር ብሔራዊ ጥቅም ላይ ቆመን የሰራናቸው ስራዎች ውስን ናቸው። ከመላላክ የወጣ አጀንዳ ከመቀበል የወጣ የራሱን አጀንዳ ይዞ በማያስፈልግ ጉዳይ ኖ በሚያስፈልግ ጉዳይ ደግሞ የስ ብሎ የሚሄድ ቁመና እየፈጠርን ያለ ነው።
Welcome back. CEO of All Produce Investment Group, Martha Belai, says Kenya Beverage Share Company aims to serve a platform for job creation and economic ownership and empowering the community it surrounds. The company is readying itself to officially join the market. Here is the story. Martha Belai, CEO of All Produce Investment Group, heralded the launch of Kenya Beverage as a significant milestone for the region, emphasizing its role as a catalyst for economic empowerment and community development. In an interview with OBN Horn of Africa, Martha described Kenya Beverage not merely as a new factory, but as a turning point for the Oromia Sovereign Wealth Fund. She stated, highlighting the company's mission to unlock the region's economic potential and create sustainable enterprises for future generations.
Economic revolution is something that brought Kenya to life. It's what reclaim our economic dignity. That turns us, like for example in All Produce Group under OSF, we just don't build factories. We make sure that we create jobs, we reduce imports, we transform, and we make sure that the leadership on those manufacturing areas are, the leadership is excellent. So this is a part of the economic revolution.
The driving force behind Kenya Beverage Share Company, the CEO noted its commitment to youth employment and skill development. The company aims to serve as a platform for job creation and economic ownership, empowering the community it surrounds.
We are feeling the hurt of the people, starting from the farmers who produce the grains from Ginchi area to the youths who've been working on the site. It was built for the future. We had a really strong support from the government and from the people. also knowledge-based leadership.
Setting itself apart from other beverages, Kenya is now the second largest of its kind in Africa. Martha noted that the company was built to demonstrate that Ethiopian industries can meet global standards.
Kenya was built to prove that Ethiopia's industries match global benchmarks.
The 25th anniversary of the African Evaluation Association will take place from 16 to 18 June 2025 in Finland, marking a significant milestone in a journey of capacity building and knowledge exchange. The anniversary will be celebrated in a theme celebrating 25 years of excellence in the African-rooted evaluation, building a strong future together. Aklilu Gabru.
In a joint media briefing, the Ethiopian Evaluation Association, the Ministry of Planning and Development and African Evaluation Association described the event as an opportunity to acknowledge African Evaluation Association's achievements, celebrate its contributions to African development, and chart a course for the future. Organized in partnership with the Ethiopian Evaluation Association, the Ministry of Planning and Development, and other key stakeholders will convene an event drawing with over 300 participants. During the occasion, a State Minister of Planning and Development, Rumar Abate, said the event is significant to advance capacity building, emphasizing the crucial role of strengthening institutional capacity.
Institutional arrangement ለክትትልና ግምገማ በየትኛውም ዘርፍ
Institutions have been cascaded for evaluation and follow-ups in all sectors, including education, health, and agriculture. These departments also pass data from the lower government structure to the higher government level, which would be utilized for planning, policy, and decision-making.
African Evaluation Association President Michel Odrego said that the event is instrumental to reflect on achievements, strengthen national systems, and discuss future prospects, which will be key in fostering evaluation.
There is no formal assessment to say which country is better than others. I think every country has their own history, okay, on growing their own national evaluation system, and the evaluation system is different from each country to others. The best way is how can we make sure that the national evaluation system fit with the national needs and the national way of doing the evaluation. And I think Ethiopia is very good in it. We will have a special session with the UNICEF to showcases on the national evaluation system of Ethiopia.
Ethiopian Evaluation Association President Dereje Mamu, for his part, said the event will be vital to share best experiences from others and pivotal in capacity building endeavors.
More than 40 countries' representatives are expected to attend the 25th anniversary of African Evaluation Association event to evaluate the 25 years' workers' challenges and to set future work direction.
African Evaluation Association was founded in 1999 in response to African growing appeal for advocacy, information sharing, and advanced capacity building in evaluation. The event includes a grand opening of reflection on African Evaluation Association's legacy and future direction, a launch of handbook on Made in Africa evaluation, it was indicated.
ባለፈው ምርጫ እስካሁን በኢትዮጵያ ታሪክ ከነበረው የተሻለ ምርጫ ለማድረግ ጥረት ተደርጓል። አሁን ደግሞ ምርጫ ቦርድ ዘመናዊ ቴክኖሎጂ ለመታጠቅ ሙከራ እያደረገ ነው። ራሱን እንደ ተቋም እያሳደገ ነው። ከአምናው የተሻለ ከባለፈው ምርጫ የተሻለ ምርጫ በሰባተኛው አገራዊ ምርጫ ይደረጋል ብዬ ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ። ምርጫን ግን እንደ ማጂክ ቡሌት መውሰድ ትክክል አይደለም። የሁሉ ችግር መፍቻ ምርጫ አይደለም። ውስብስብ ችግር ነው ያለብን። ውስብስብ መፍትሄ ነው የሚፈልገው። ለውስብስብ ችግር አቋራጭ የሆነ የቀለለ መፍትሄ የለም። በአንድ በኩል ሁሉ ነገር እንደሚፈታ ማሰብ ተገቢ አይደለም። ምርጫ ቦርድ ቢጠነክር መራጩ ጉጉት አለው ወይ? መራጩ ይጎብዝ? ሚዲያው ያንን በእውነት ለመዘገብ ብቃት አለው ወይ? ሚዲያው ቢዘግብ በውጭ ያሰፈሰፈው ጠላቶቻችን እንዴት እንተታ ያደርጉታል? ብዙ ፋክተርስ ያለው ነውና እንደ ማጂክ ቡሌት ሁሉን ችግር እንደሚፈታ ሳናስብ ነገር ግን ከባለፈው የተሻለ ነገር ለማድረግ መንግስት በእጅጉ ይሰራል። ምንም ጥርጥር የለውም። በእኛ በኩል የተሳካ ዴሞክራሲያዊ ምርጫ ለማድረግ ማክሲመም ጥረት እናደርጋለን።
A Mexican citizen who was in capital Finfine with UK MAID and UK Emergency Medical Team EMT to provide training for the Ethiopian Emergency Medical Team has shared positive first impression of Ethiopia to Ethiopian news agency. Despite being in the country for only a few days, the Mexican Mauricio Esponda had the opportunity to sample Ethiopia's food and enjoy leisurely strolls around the city.
We were able to go to Entoto Park. We were able to visit as well Unity Park. We were able to try some of the fabulous food that you have around here. And we were able to walk around the city for a little bit. So I can't say I know Ethiopia or Addis Ababa myself, but I'm starting to like it.
A key aspect that resonated deeply with the Esponda is the warmth of Ethiopian people.
I do like the hospitality from the Ethiopian people. They are very familiar, they are very friendly people. And like I said, as a Latin American, I can empathize very much into that. The city, it's a very big city. I think it's a city that is in a very rapid development. It's a city that wants to grow, that wishes to grow, and the people themselves wish to grow. That is my first impression from Addis Ababa and Ethiopia.
Moreover, he expressed profound admiration for Ethiopia's unique status as one of the only country in the world that has never been conquered, highlighting its origins that span over 3,000 years.
History of the Ethiopian country is what makes me more impressed. One of the only country to not have been conquered, a country that is originally almost 3,000 years old, a country that has kept its roots, that is a country that has been able to surpass the conquering or dominance from other countries. It was able to establish itself and its position as an independent country in Africa, the only independent country in Africa, in spite of all of the territories around it being conquered or being influenced by others. I believe Ethiopia is an influential country, not an influenced country. And that is what I find most interesting about Ethiopia.
In our final news, the Ethiopian Livestock Development Institute has announced a substantial boost in foreign exchange earning from livestock production, attributing the growth to recent macroeconomic reforms. The institute reported generating over 100 million USD in the first 10 months of the current Ethiopian fiscal year. Shatu Opse.
Director General of the Ethiopian Livestock Development Institute, Asrat Tera told Ethiopian news agency that the institute is on track to achieve its target of 122 million US dollar in revenue from exports of meat, slaughter byproducts, honey, fat and wax products, as well as milk and dairy products by the end of this Ethiopian budget year. The Director General details that the country earned 100.23 million US dollar from livestock exports during the first 10 months of the 2017 Ethiopian fiscal year, marking a 28% increase compared to the same period last year.
ስጋ እና እርድ ተረፈ ምርት እንደዚሁ ማር እና ሰም ውጤቶች
In the fiscal year, it was planned to earn 122 million US dollar from meat, slaughter, byproduct, honey, wax, milk, and milk products exports. In the last 2 months, we succeeded $100.23 million. Last year in the same period, we earned $63.2 million. And compared with this year's performance, there is an increment of nearly $37 million.
The director also underscores that the shift from legal livestock exports to legal export slaughterhouses, alongside the narrowing gap between black market and official exchange rates, have been key contributors to the sector's improved performance.
የማክሮ ኢኮኖሚ ሪፎርም ማሻሻያው ትልቁን አስተዋጽኦ አድርጓል።
In the fiscal year, it was planned to earn $122 million from meat, slaughter byproduct, honey, wax, milk, and milk products exports. In the last 10 months, we succeeded $100.23 million. Last year, in the same period, we earned $63.2 million, and compared with this year's performance, there is an increment of nearly $37 million.
Our strategy emphasizes that United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar are the primary importers of Ethiopian livestock and animal products.
ኮንትራት እርባታን ማሳለጥ እና ለእርድ የኤክስፖርት ቄራዎቹ ዋነኛ ማነቆ የሆነውን
To solve the main challenges of slaughterhouses, which is a lack of livestock supply, control farming system has been established between pastoralists and slaughterhouses in order to increase slaughter animals. Right now, 120 farmers signed agreement with the slaughterhouse.
The city is also working actively to enhance the sector's overall benefit by promoting improved livestock breeds and establishing a healthier, more efficient breeding system, he added.